Our annual Surface Transportation Summit brings shippers, manufacturers, and carriers together to air their views in the same room at the same time. This year, our shipper carrier panel looked at what will drive companies and their carriers in the year ahead. In this video, sponsored by Shaw Tracking. What are the main competitive pressures driving industry and customers now, and are strategies changing as a result?
Aside from pricing, which is always the key concern for our clients, we are finding that more and more of our clients are keeping smaller and smaller inventory levels. That means that replenishment has to be done more often. There's more LTL happening. They want to pick up more often, which puts more pressure on our dock time. It's making changes in what do we produce and when. We ask for forecasts and we get answers that are more along the lines of, I don't know, than something concrete that we can plan our production around. So it makes it harder. We need to keep our inventories in strategic areas and be able to, as often as possible, meet our client concerns and requirements.
Our industry is slightly different, and there are different drivers we have from our customer bases. And one of them is our customers, as our valuable customers, as we try to help them to fulfill their dreams in delivering unique product to them, they expect bigger, larger windows. And every year the demand grows for more glass, larger visibility over the ocean views, and etc. And we're trying to overcome the challenge in supplying them from a logistics perspective, because the trailers only have such have a limit to haul the oversized glass, etc. And we're trying to deal with that and help our customers to understand the limits and find ways to actually deliver the glass to them.
Shipper strategies and demands affect carriers. From the carrier perspective, what are the top drivers at work?
Well, Lou, I think when I look at our business, kind of a microcosm of what we're looking at here, I'd say the drivers are, well, the main driver is always rate. Everybody's looking for good rates. The economy's slowing down, and customers are tightening up and looking at budgets. And although I thought it would have improved with the fuel price drop, it doesn't seem to. There's a really high competition, high level of competition, and rates have been under pressure the last year or so, and more recently, the last 6 months. So I'd say rates are the number one, and then beyond that, it's the demand for quality with the way IT has gone with integration of software and technological advancements. We're seeing a lot of demand from customers. They expect almost perfection, and I think that's where it's really going technologically. We have to be up there, because if we're not, no matter what the rate is, if they don't get the service levels they want, customers won't accept it, and they're expecting more and more quality, higher levels of service, and mistakes are, if we have them, we pay for them.
The trade imbalance between Canada and the US also has huge implications for motor carriers.
The driver shortage is still the key driver, holding us back. I heard earlier, you don't want the driver shortage to dictate your growth, but I think that's part of what we're seeing. And secondly, the imbalance, like we talked about, between the Canadian economy and the US economy. You have an imbalance in the freight. So too much freight at one end, not enough freight at the other end. You're having to reposition equipment and become creative on how you manage your fleet and make sure the utilization continues to be high. When you have high utilization, you can be profitable. When you don't, it tends to hurt.